setup cost and the capital to keep doing it is just what, yeah.
So many businesses have said to me, there's actually no point in keep going.
Yeah.
We might as well just shut our doors.
I think if 60% of people had an out, they would take it. Like small business owners that I know, if there's so many people at that point, it's scary.
They're at breaking point.
Yeah.
So,
Feeling alone, feeling unappreciated, feeling just vulnerable. And who wants to wake up like that every day? Really, like, you know, you don't know what you don't know. Is that recording at the moment?
Yeah, it always is recording. Yeah.
It is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're in Lincoln today and we're with Jason. Jason, can you tell me who you are and what you do?
Okay, so Jason Stevenson, originally from Adelaide, been in Lincoln 25 years, I think. So the journey's changed a lot since I moved from Adelaide, but moved here originally to fish more and work less, but I definitely fished a lot more, but I've worked a lot. But been in business for 22 years here, originally as a carpenter by trade, running a building company and subcontracting, and then moving into the different roles with that, building. So being involved with obviously a lot of projects for the government as well, building during the Burr projects and school, prison, libraries, all sorts of things, food land and local medical centres and just housing, obviously the list goes on. So diversified from that for a change of lifestyle into farming, which was a fantastic learning curve on how to lose money, just through droughts and one thing I did learn from that is you're just never more comfortable in the industry that you really know. As much as you love to break out, things that hit you in your second apprenticeship or as a new business owner or a new venture, when you get hit with things that you've been in for 20 years, you can come with the results and you can make it happen. So you're a lot more comfortable in your knowledge. But yeah, so the challenges in that secondary one were a bit of a learning curve along with the financial losses. But look, at the end of the day, the land was a great investment. So, you know, that's led us into what we do now, which is Boston-based small goods. Building company has finally shut down, and which has given us a bit of our life back. So yeah, so now went from pig farming to valuating and manufacturing of small goods, fresh pork, direct to restaurant trade. So one thing I am passionate about is valuating and making the most of a resource, and I think that's something that we don't do enough of on the peninsula. Vertically integrated businesses that catch a product or grow a product and then take it right through the marketplace. Unfortunately, with that, the hats you have to wear to do that, the infrastructure costs and the cost of doing business are
Red tape.
enormous, and red tape. Yeah, absolutely. So look, instead of just taking a price, being a price taker, being a price setter is great, but it comes with a whole set of challenges that no one really prepares you for. And I think endurance has been my strongest thing, because you know it would have been easier to give up a lot of times, and I must admit, the longer things go on, the easier it was to do business as well. And I think that's important to acknowledge that it is actually harder to make money these days, and it seems to cost more to do business. But a lot of people I talk to in small business aren't actually making any more money, and no one seems to know where that extra money is going. But we're not making any more. So yeah, so look, I guess that's me in a nutshell. Really passionate about the region simply because I grew up in a fishing family at home in Port Adelaide. We were net fishermen, so a little bit different to what's traditionally done over here, and very controversial for today's place. But a long time ago, there was a lot more fish. So I guess management is a big important part of everything. But yeah.
What would be something that you love about the region?
The people, honestly. I think one thing the region here is, if you want to have a go, I honestly believe that you can have a go in the region, because you can be a decent sized fish in a smallish pond here. And I think if you really want to work hard, there are opportunities here. Whereas if you go somewhere else further afield, I honestly believe that the sheer number of bigger fish outweigh you as a small fish, and it's really hard to shine through that. So I think the support that I've been given by people in the town through my business model, and just the networking with that. That's what I love about the region is the people, and they're genuine. I really are. So yeah.
And something that might frustrate you about the region?
I guess, to be honest, through location, our misrepresentation, I think, in the marketplace of so many different things, and so just having people who understand what it takes, and I think coming from small business or medium-sized business is such an advantage to understand how to help people in the community that are actually the employers, and that to me has been a lot of it, the red tape that takes the booth, but also I think a lot of it too is our distance to market, especially. I mean, a lot of my stuff always comes back to small business because that's what I'm in, so it's about getting my product to market efficiently, timely and economically. So a lot of it is about logistics and distance, but it's also about how to find the information and how to get help, and that's because everyone else is so time poor. Like having someone that understands it rather than trying to explain it to them, someone who gets it already is going to give me an advantage strategically, and that's just time efficiency. So yeah.
And someone that you wish in Parliament understood about the region?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Just all of the above there. It's just logistics, cost of doing business. That's a huge one for us here. Like, you know, from what I've heard, and I'm not sure if it's correct, but you know, we honestly pay more for fuel here. But from what I understand, the same tanker goes to Adelaide and actually gets delivered here first. But yet we pay more for our fuel. Now, I don't understand that model, whether it's about the infrastructure cost or what it does. Look, I don't understand that, but you know, I just think that we get charged more because we can. They tend to do that. I don't understand why that is. That's not my job either. So, but look, at the end of the day, I just think that we need some better representation for our true needs and core values about wanting to get up and wanting to put what you've already created on the line to continue to employ people, which is the crux of small business, which is the crux of the community, which is it's only as strong as the people in the community. And if we don't get help, to me, there's no value in...
There's no incentive.
There's no incentive to keep putting your ass in a sling to take the risk. You can't risk what you've already got when you can't see a future in it to risk it for, to progress. It's just like, and then that comes back to the cutting of red tape, understanding of what's needed, and then reducing your overheads to enable efficiency in business and competitiveness, and I think that's where we're missing.
In front.
Yeah, and that's it too. You know, like as a small business owner, if you continually putting capital in your business because that's what you need to do, you still need to have an exit strategy. Like, and I've said to people from day one when they bought a business, I said, look, what's your exit strategy? And they said, well, we just bought the business. I said, but yeah, by the time you get to that point, you are going to be rooted, and you would take $5 and a hot dog with sauce to be able to walk out the door. So when you're fresh and when you're good, and you got to work out how your exit strategy is, because when the time comes, you will not be rational about how to exit your business. And I think that's one of our biggest weaknesses, is that we can get into these things, but we don't know how to get out of them in a good, healthy way. And so much then you have breakdown in family, and then down the line. And that's we don't get taught truly what we need to do to be good business people, husbands and fathers, like from what, you know, in a man, I suppose. So yeah.
Thank you for coming in here today. It's been very insightful.